Woohoo! It's a surprise! Woohoo! On this edition of Cycling on a Shoestring, I'll open surprise package number 3. Hi there, it's John and welcome to Cycling on a Shoestring. I hope you're having a terrific week, and I will open up surprise package number 3 on this show. And if you haven't seen the previous 2 surprise packages, here's what I did. I gave my wife $150, told her to buy some things on a shoestring budget, and then wrap them up, and I put them back there on the shelf. And I'm opening all of these packages up right here, and I have no idea what's in them. And then right after that, I do a review. So we'll open this up in just a moment. But first, as I always do from my basement, I put one of my favorite records on the shelf behind me, and this time it is David Gilmour's About Face album. This record was released back in 1984. Terrific album. It's got a couple of songs on it written by Pete Townsend, All Lovers Are Deranged, and Love on the Air. My favorite song is Murder, Blue Light. It's a terrific record. Gilmour doesn't do too much solo stuff. This one right here is an excellent one, and it's interesting because, you know, you buy t-shirts at concerts and they wear out after a while, but I bought this booklet at Gilmour's concert back in 1984. He played in Toronto at Massey Hall, and it was a terrific show. So let's take a break. Let's open up this package, and we'll find out what's inside on Cycling on a Shoestring. So here we go with surprise package number 3, and if you haven't seen the first 2 surprise packages, I'll put the links to those in the description below. And what I'm going to do is open this up, find out what it is. Big surprise to me. I'll do a little bit of research on it to find out how much my wife paid for it, maybe get some additional details if that's needed, and then we'll show you close up what's in the package. So let's open up right now and find out what's inside. I always get kind of scared at these because generally when I review things, I know what they are and I kind of go into them with a plan on how to review them. And I have no idea what my wife has purchased, so again, $150. Everything, the 6 packages average out to $25 a piece. Okay, so here we go. See if I can get this open. My handy little knife here. Yeah, it's going to be stubborn to get open. Still some tape there. There we go. All right, what do we got here? Fosman. Okay, so we've got some type of little remote control. And this is some kind of a lock or something. Okay, there it is. That's what we've got right here. It's an alarm, maybe. Okay, let me just see here. We'll open up, find out what it is. Because it's nothing on the box, really. Fosman 113 dB waterproof IP55 wireless anti-theft vibration alarm with remote control. So there it is right there. Okay, so it's a little alarm. I'm not sure how it attaches to the bike, but we'll do that on the review. And it comes with this tiny little remote as well that you can put on a keychain or whatever. It's got a bunch of buttons on it. So let me do a little research on this, and we'll show you up close everything that's in the package because there's more stuff to look at. And then we'll test this thing out on Cycling on a Shoestring. Cool. Here's everything you get when you get the package. You get the box, which has no labeling on it at all. By the way, this little alarm system cost $26.99. I think when my wife bought it, it's $3 off right now. So for $23.99 Canadian, less American, pretty good price if the darn thing works. Of course, you get your instruction booklet here, which I'll run through in just a moment. Over here, you've got your remote, which has a number of buttons on it. The actual alarm itself. In the packaging, you get a couple of zip ties in there, and if you look at the back of the alarm, you can see these holes through there, these little slots. You can attach it to the down tube or the top tube of your bike. You also get a couple of 2-sided tapes. You can stick it on there, a couple of different places you can put it on the back of the unit and stick it to your bicycle. And you get this thing right here, which looks like a guitar pick and a screwdriver. Now this is for taking the unit apart to change the batteries, and I actually tried to do that, okay? And let me show you the video I shot. It was a little bit difficult. I hope you get a good shot of this. Hope I've got a good focus on the end of this. You can see the little hole right there in the end of the unit. This tiny little screw came out of there, okay? They give you this thing right here to put in that slot, push it in, and then turn it to pop the unit open. It looks like a guitar pick, and this is pretty much useless in getting this open. So what I've been trying to do is open it up with these jeweler's screwdrivers. And actually, if you look at the end of my thumb there, I'm bleeding because I couldn't get the darn thing open. And it's been very, very hard to pry this unit open. Apparently there's some batteries in there. I wanted to see what was on the inside, but right now that's a real issue. And you can see these little slots right here. There's two places where you can, put this thing in. And I've been using for my jeweler screwdrivers, and I'm actually damaging the end part of this unit right here. You can see it hopefully, but it's really hard to get this open. So I'll continue to try to find out what's inside. I hope I don't break this unit. I was able to get the unit open. Here's what it looks like on the inside. Just 3 AAA batteries. It went back together just fine, so I shouldn't have any other issues in the future as long as I have some of these handy, meaning some jeweler's screwdrivers. Now, looking at the unit itself, you do have the 2 different parts, and let's set it up right now. You have different sensitivity levels on the alarm, meaning it will go off depending on how much the bike is shaken, okay? So it could be a lot of shaking or very little to make the alarm go off. Different ways to set that up. 7 different sensitivity levels measured in musical pitches. So basically you've got do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So how does that work? Basically you go over here and you hit this little button right here. Now there's 4 buttons. You've got your arming button with a little light around it, an unlock button, a lightning bolt, and a small little icon at the bottom. It almost looks like a little spaceship. So if I want to set up the sensitivity of the unit itself, I hold this one right here. It'll make some sounds. Here we go. I hold it for 6 seconds. The LED will come back on, whether you can see that, but it just came back on. Now I can change it to do different sensitivity levels. So if I want to do that, what I do is I hold on to this. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, then back to do, okay? So when it's on do, it is at its highest sensitivity level. Now if I want to lock it in, I just hold on to that, push that right there, and it is ready to go. So I push that button once, and it is set to the highest sensitivity level. Now I can change the volume level of the alarm as well, so how loud it is. And trust me, it is very loud. You've got 3 different levels, and on its highest level, it just screams. Now I may adjust the volume of this in post-production because it may overwhelm the audio on this video. So if I want to change the volume adjustment, again, I hold this little button. I'll try to hold it up here so you can see it. Hold the unlock button. Now the light went off and it'll come back on. It's back on now. Now I can set the loudness of it. And how do I do that? I push the button on the bottom, that little icon. Okay, that's the quietest. That's the loudest, okay? And it is very, very loud. And if I want to lock it in, I hit the unlock button, and it's now locked on its loudest setting. Now, how do I use the alarm itself? Very simple. All I do is hit this button right here, and it'll beep one more time. It is now set. So if this is on my bike right now, and somebody walks up and touches my bike, okay, it says don't touch, basically. If they touch it again, and then I just hit the unlock button again and it turns the alarm off. So it's that simple. Now it does have another feature that kind of can come in handy. I don't know whether you've ever done this, but you go to the shopping mall, you park your car, you forget where it is, so you use the alarm button on your car to find it. This has it as well. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can hit the lightning bolt button. Okay, and when you hit the lightning bolt button, the tone changes each time you hit it. If you hit the little icon at the bottom, it plays that tone every time so you can find your bike if you've misplaced it or whatnot. So that's basically what it will do. Now, it says it has another setting to it. It's called the SOS function, and it responds to being tilted 45 degrees from its initial position of when the function is enabled, meaning that maybe your bike has fallen over. I don't know why you would need that, because if you've got the alarm set on it, it'll fall over and make a sound, right? Because it feels that it has been moved. I can't get the SOS function to work. I'm using this as an alarm. Maybe if you get it, you can figure out how that works. But overall, pretty handy little alarm. So there you go, a little alarm for your bike from Fosman, $23.99 right now at Amazon, less if you're in the United States. So if you're on a shoestring budget, this will definitely do the trick. It's very loud and it works great. A little peace of mind if you're out there and you leave your bike alone, which I would suggest you don't do in the first place. Always take your bike with you. Thanks so much for watching. If this was a helpful video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel as well. I would really appreciate that. And of course, ring the bell for notifications. More videos are coming up. We'll open up some more surprise packages very soon right here. Thanks very much for watching.